Isuzu Motors Ltd, trading as Isuzu, is a Japanese commercial vehicles and diesel engine manufacturing company headquartered in Tokyo. Its principal activity is the production, marketing and sale of Isuzu commercial vehicles and diesel engines. It also has a number of subsidiaries, including Anadolu Isuzu, Sollers-Isuzu, SML Isuzu, Isuzu Astra Motor Indonesia, Isuzu Malaysia, Isuzu UK, Isuzu South Africa, Isuzu Philippines, Taiwan Isuzu Motors, Isuzu Vietnam and Isuzu India. The company was founded in 1916 by the Japanese oil and gasoline manufacturer Tokyo Gas Company, which in 1934 fused with the carmaker and was renamed Isuzu, after the Isuzu River. Isuzu has assembly and manufacturing plants in Fujisawa, as well as in the Tochigi and Hokkaido prefectures. Isuzu-branded vehicles are sold in most commercial markets worldwide. By 2009, Isuzu had produced over 21 million diesel engines, which can be found in vehicles all over the world. Isuzu diesel engines are used by General Motors and Renault-Nissan Alliance. History: Isuzu's history begins in 1916, when Tokyo Kawajima Shipbuilding and Engineering Company, Limited planned a cooperation with the Tokyo Gas and Electric Industrial Company to build automobiles. The next step is taken in 1918, when a technical cooperation with Isuzu Motors Ltd is initiated, meaning exclusive rights to the production and sales of Isuzu vehicles in East Asia. In 1922 the first Isuzu model, the A9 car, is domestically produced. The camp truck follows 2 years later. 550 of these are built until 1927. In 1933, Kawajima Automotive Works merges with DAT Automobile Manufacturing Incorporated and changes its name to Automobile Industries Company, Limited. The products of this company, marketed as Sumiya and Toyota, were renamed Isuzu in 1934, following a meeting with the Ministry of Trade and Industry. The word Isuzu translated into English means 50 bells, hence the focus on bell in both the later Bellel and the Bellet. In 1937 Automobile Industries is reorganized and formed into a new company, Tokyo Automobile Industries Company, Limited. It was founded with a capital of 1 million yen. Only in 1949 is Isuzu also adopted as the company name. Meanwhile, in 1942, Hino Heavy Industries was split off from Isuzu, becoming a separate corporation. Truck production began anew in 1945, with the permission of the occupation authorities. Beginning in 1953 the Hillman Minx passenger car is produced under license of Rootes Group. The Minx remained in production until 1962, after the 1961 introduction of Isuzu's first own car, the Bellel. Being a small producer making cars which were somewhat too large and pricey for the Japanese market at the time, Isuzu spent some time looking for a commercial partner. Under pressure from MITI, who were attempting to limit the number of automobile manufacturers in Japan, a cooperation with Fuji Heavy Industries began in 1966. The Subaru 1000 was even shown in Isuzu's 1967 annual vehicle brochure, as a suitable complement to the larger Isuzu lineup. This tie-up was over by 1968, when an agreement with Mitsubishi was formed. This ended even quicker, by 1969, and the next year an equally short-lived collaboration was entered with Nissan. A few months later, in September 1971, what was to prove a more durable capital agreement was signed with General Motors. Linking with General Motors, the first result of GM taking a 34% stake in Isuzu is seen in 1972, only months later, when the Chevrolet LUV becomes the first Isuzu-built vehicle to be sold in the United States. To symbolize the new beginning, Isuzu also developed a new logo for 1974, with 2 vertical pillars which are stylized representations of the first syllable in a unregistered trademark A. In 1974 Isuzu introduced the Gemini, which was co-produced with General Motors as the T-Car. It was sold in the United States as Buick's Opel by Isuzu, and in Australia as the Holden Gemini. As a result of the collaboration, certain American GM products are sold to Japanese customers through Isuzu dealerships. Holden Statesman was also briefly sold with Isuzu badging in Japan during the 70s. Isuzu exports also increased considerably as a result of being able to use GM networks, from 0.7% of production in 1973 to 35.2% by 1976. This while overall production increased more than fourfold in the same period. In 1981 Isuzu began selling consumer and commercial vehicles under their own brand in the United States. The Isuzu Pup was the first model sold to consumers as an Isuzu, rather than as a Chevrolet or Buick. Isuzu's then-president Toshio Okamoto then initiated a collaboration with small car expert Suzuki to develop a global small car for GM, the S-Car. A three-way agreement of co-ownership was signed in August 1981, with Isuzu and Suzuki exchanging shares and General Motors taking a 5% share of Suzuki. Following on from this, in 1985 Isuzu and GM established the IBC Vehicles venture in the United Kingdom, producing locally built versions of Isuzu and Suzuki light vans. To be sold in the European market under Vauxhall's Bedford brand. During this period Isuzu also developed a worldwide presence as an exporter of diesel engines, with their power plants in use by Opel Vauxhall, Land Rover, Hindustan, and many others. Two Isuzu model lines were marketed as part of the Geo division when it was initially launched as a Chevrolet subsidiary. In the domestic Japanese market, OEM deals with other manufacturers were entered to aid the poorly performing passenger car arm. It led to the badging of Suzuki's, beginning in 1986, and Subaru small commercial vehicles as Isuzus. This OEM tie-up occurred alongside the establishment of SIA, an American joint venture with Fuji Heavy Industries. Shortly afterwards, the Lafayette, Indiana plant became operational. Contraction begins. In 1992 Isuzu ended U.S. sales of the Impulse. The following year it stopped exporting the Stylus, the last Isuzu-built car sold in the U.S. In 1994 Isuzu began a new vehicle exchange program with Honda, whereby Honda sold the Isuzu Rodeo and Isuzu Trooper as the Honda Passport and Acura SLX, respectively. In return Isuzu began selling the Honda Odyssey as the Isuzu Oasis. Thus, Honda's lineup gained two SUVs, and Isuzu's lineup gained a minivan. In the Japanese market, the Gemini was now a rebadged Honda Domani and the Asca was a Honda Accord. In 1996 the Isuzu Hombre pickup, a badge-engineered GM truck, was introduced, and Isuzu's United States sales reached a peak. 1998, General Motors and Isuzu formed EMAX, a joint venture to produce diesel engines. Isuzu resurrects the beloved Amigo. The uniquely styled V-Cross concept is unveiled. 1999 Graham raises its stake in Isuzu to 49%, effectively gaining control of the company. GM quickly follows this up with the appointment of an American GM executive to head Isuzu's North American operations. This is the first time a non-Japanese executive has ever held such a high position at Isuzu. The U.S. introduction of the production version of the heralded V-Cross is met with mixed reviews, as its high price tag, unique styling and two-door configuration don't seem to meet with market demands. 2001, Joe Isuzu, the immensely popular pitchman with implausible claims, is hired once again to promote the new Axiom. Isuzu's sales begin to slide due to the aging of the Rodeo and Trooper, and poor management and lack of assistance from GM. Isuzu changes the name of the two-door Amigo convertible to Rodeo Sport in an attempt to associate it with the better-selling four-door Rodeo. Movie Spy Kids features Isuzu Axiom and Trooper. Early 2002, Fuji Heavy Industries buys Isuzu's share of Lafayette, Indiana plant. Subaru Isuzu Automotive becomes Subaru of Indiana Automotive. After 8 years of heavy Honda Passport sales and light Isuzu Oasis sales, Honda and Isuzu cooperatively end their vehicle exchange agreement. The Oasis is dropped, and Honda replaces the Passport with the Pilot. Also, it was Isuzu's last year for passenger vehicles in Canada, as Isuzus in Canada were mostly sold at Saturn Saab dealerships. Late 2002, Isuzu begins the repurchase of his stock from shareholders, primarily General Motors. Isuzu reduces GM's 49% share to 12% as part of this comprehensive recapitalization plan. As part of this reorganization, GM gains full control of DMAX and Isuzu Motors Polska, as well as ownership of all diesel engine designs from Isuzu. Isuzu drops the Venerable Trooper from the North American lineup. 2003, the Rodeo Sport is discontinued. July 2004, production of the Rodeo and Axiom cease. Sales in North America slowed to just 27,188, with the discontinued Rodeo and Axiom making up 71% of that total. The number of Isuzu dealerships in the U.S. begins a rapid decline. 2005, Isuzu dealers in the United States have only two models, the Ascender and the I-Series pickup truck. The I-Series is a rebadged Chevrolet Colorado, the Ascender is a rebadged GMC Envoy. At this point, Isuzu in the United States is primarily a distributor of medium-duty trucks such as the NPR series. These vehicles are sourced both from Japan and U.S. plants in Janesville, Wisconsin and Flint, Michigan. Isuzu has 290 light vehicle dealers in the U.S. as of August 2006, and sells an average of just 2 Ascenders per dealer per month. Plans to introduce a new Thai-built SUV, expected to be added for 2007, are shelved. Isuzu Motors Ltd believes that a new SUV would be too risky and proceeds with the launch of the I-Series trucks. Rumors of Isuzu's withdrawal from the U.S. market are rampant. Despite extremely low sales figures of 12,177 passenger vehicles for 2005, Isuzu Motors America announces its first profit in years, mainly due to restructuring cuts. 2006, production of the 7-passenger Ascender ends in February with the closure of GM's Oklahoma City assembly plant, leaving Isuzu with the 5-passenger Ascender, built in Moraine, Ohio and the low-selling I-Series as its only retail products. The company sold just 1,504 vehicles in North America in the first 2 months of 2006. Isuzu finally purchases its remaining shares from GM, but claims the companies will continue their current relationship. There is no word as of April 12, 2006 on the effect this will have on DMAX operations. June 2006, Isuzu and GM agree to establish a joint venture called LCV Platform Engineering Corporation to develop a new pickup. Isuzu says it will use its engineering expertise to develop the pickup and GM will develop derivatives based on the integrated platform. November 2006, Toyota purchases 5.9% of Isuzu and the two companies agree to study possible business collaboration focusing on the areas of R&D and production of diesel engines, related emissions control, and other environmental technologies. January 2007, Isuzu and General Motors update the LCV range with a 3.0-litre common rail diesel engine that has far more torque and power than its predecessor. August 2007, Isuzu and Toyota agree to develop a 1.6-litre diesel engine for use in Toyota vehicles sold in European markets. Details of development, production and supply of the diesel engine are still under discussion, but in principle, Isuzu will play the leading role. Production is scheduled to begin around January 30, 2012. 2008, Isuzu announces complete withdrawal from the U.S. market, effective January 31, 2009. It will continue to provide support and parts. The decision was due to lack of sales. Some of the lack of sales have been blamed on consumer experiences with low-quality engines and service. Isuzu had been experiencing a slow decline since the late 1990s. In less than 10 years, they had gone from selling a complete line of cars, trucks, and SUVs, into being a specialized SUV maker, and finally selling only a pair of rebadged General Motors trucks. They will continue to sell commercial vehicles in the U.S. December 17, 2008, Isuzu, Toyota shelved development of clean diesel engine. January 29, 2009, Isuzu and General Motors announced that they are in talks to transfer the operation of the medium-duty truck production line in Flint, Michigan to Isuzu for a 5-year period. In June, however, GM announced that these talks failed to reach an agreement, and GM instead ceased production of the Chevrolet Kodiaq and GMC Top Kit vehicles on July 31, 2009. Market presence. In most of Asia and Africa, Isuzu is mostly known for trucks of all sizes. After Isuzu small automobile sales drastically plummeted and Isuzu had to drop all sales of sedans and compact cars in the late 1990s. In the days when Isuzu did sell passenger cars, they were known for focusing on the diesel-engined niche. In 1983, for instance, long before the explosion in diesel sales, diesels represented 63.4% of their passenger car production. In 2009, Isuzu abandoned the United States consumer market due to lack of sales. Isuzu as a corporation has always been primarily a manufacturer of small to medium compact automobiles and commercial trucks of sizes medium-duty and larger, but markets around the world show different needs. Isuzu Motors America discontinued the sale of passenger vehicles in the United States effective January 31, 2009. The company explained to its dealers that it had not been able to secure replacements for the Isuzu Ascender and Isuzu I-Series that would be commercially viable. Isuzu sold 7,098 cars in the year 2007. This action did not affect Isuzu's commercial vehicle or industrial diesel engine operations in the United States. Isuzu has a contract with Budget Truck Rental to manufacture their rental trucks, shared with Ford, GMC, and Navistar International. On November 7, 2006, Toyota acquired 5.9% of Isuzu, making them the third largest shareholder behind Itochu and Mitsubishi Corporation. In Australia, Isuzu was for many years a major supplier of light commercial and domestic vehicles to Holden. However, by 2008, Holden was sourcing few Isuzus. At this time Isuzu began to sell the D-Max under the Isuzu name. Subsidiaries and joint ventures, DMAX, former JV with General Motors in USA for production of diesel engines, Gandhara Industries, JV in Pakistan, trucks, buses, Guangzhou Automobile Group Bus, JV in China, buses, HICOM Automotive Manufacturers, JV in Malaysia, trucks, SUVs, Industries Ma Copyright Coniques Mara Copyright Bins, JV at Kairawan, Tunisia, trucks, SUVs, Isuzu, JV in Turkey, trucks, buses, Isuzu Astra Motor Indonesia, JV in Indonesia, trucks, SUVs, Isuzu HICOM Malaysia, JV in Malaysia, trucks, SUVs, Isuzu Commercial Truck of America, Incorporated. Isuzu Malaysia, JV in Malaysia, trucks, SUVs, Isuzu Motors Polska, former JV in Poland, diesel engines, taken over by General Motors, Isuzu Philippines, JV in the Philippines, trucks, SUVs, General Motors to Portugal FMATSA at Tramagal near Abronce, Isuzu Truck, at the former IBC factory Dunstable, England, trucks, SUVs, Isuzu Truck South Africa, JV in South Africa, trucks, Isuzu Vietnam, JV in Vietnam, trucks, SUVs, Jiangling Motors, JV in China, trucks, SUVs, Kingling Motors, JV in China, trucks, SUVs, SML Isuzu, JV in India, formerly Swaraj Mazda, Sollers-Isuzu, JV in Russia, trucks, Subaru of Indiana Automotive, Incorporated former JV in USA, interest sold to Subaru, cars, SUVs, Taiwan Isuzu Motors, JV in Taiwan, trucks, Tairung Union Car, Thailand, assembles SUVs, Zexel, Japan, Auto Components, now part of Bosch, important car, bus and light truck models. Passenger vehicle and SUVs, 1953 Euro 1962, Minx, Isuzu produced Hillman Minx under license, 1961 Euro 1966, Bellel Sedan, 1963 Euro 1973, Bellet Sedan and two-door GT, 1967 Euro 1983, Isuzu Florian, 1968 Euro 1981, 117 Coupe, 1974 Euro 2000, Gemini Stylus Sedan, 1983 Euro 1992, Piazza Storm Hatchback, 1983 Euro 2002, Oscar Sedan, 1983 Euro 2002, Trooper mid-size SUV, 1983 Euro 1995, Isuzu Pup and TF models Japan built from 1987 Euro 1991, US built 1991 Euro 1995, 1989 Euro 1994, Amigo compact SUV, 1991 Euro 2004, Rodeo mid-size SUV, 1991 Euro present, Panther, a van sold in Indonesia, sold as the Isuzu Highlander/Crosswind in the Philippines, also sold throughout the ASEAN, and in India as the Chevrolet Tavera. 1996 Euro 1999, Isuzu Oasis minivan, a rebadged Honda Odyssey, 1996 Euro 2000, Isuzu Hombre pickup truck, a rebadged Chevrolet S10, 1996 Euro 2001, Isuzu Vertex sedan, 1998 Euro 2003, Amigo Rodeo Sport compact SUV, 1999 Euro 2001, Via Cross Halo SUV, 2001 Euro 2004, Axiom mid-size SUV, 2002 Euro 2008, Ascender mid-size SUV, a rebadged GMC Envoy, 2002 Euro present, D-Max. Pickup truck, a top-selling diesel sold in the majority of Isuzu markets, 2004 present Isuzu Mu7 mid-size SUV developed from Isuzu D-Max sale only in Thailand, Philippines, India, China, 2006 Euro 2008, i280/i350 pickup truck i290/i370, in later, 2011 present Isuzu D-Max second generation, 2013 present Isuzu Mu-X successor from Isuzu Mu7 developed from Isuzu D-Max, commercial vehicles, ELF, light-duty truck, Ford, medium-duty truck, Giga, heavy-duty truck, Gala, heavy-duty bus, Gala Mio, medium-duty bus, Erga, low-deck heavy-duty bus, Erga J, heavy-duty bus, Erga Mio, low-deck medium-duty bus, Journey, light-duty bus, Journey J, medium-duty bus, H-Series, heavy-duty truck in United States only, Reach, commercial van offering over 35% better fuel efficiency, assembled by Utilimaster Corporation, race cars, 1969 R7, Group 7 race car, 1970 Bellet R6, Group 6 race car, concept cars, 1970 Bellet MX 1600, 1983 COA, 1985 COA II, 1987 COA 3, AWD Mid. Engine Coupe, 1989 Costa, 1989 Multi-Cross, 1989 4200R, 1991 Como, a pickup-style crossover with a Lotus Formula One engine, 1991 Nijiza, 1991 Teresa, 1993 XU1, 1993 Viacross, 1995 DZO, 1995 Azens, 1997 VX2, 1997 Isuzu Zaka, 1999 Isuzu VX02, 1999 Revolutionary Vehicle Kai, 1999 ZXE, 2000 Isuzu VX4, 2001 Zen, 2001 GBX, buses, LV314 K, LV314L, CJM470, CJM500, LT132, LV423, LV123, PABFTR33PLB, FTR33P, FTR45, PABFVR33P, buses, CQA658E, JCR600YZNN, LT112P, LV223S, LV423R, LV486R, LV771, MT111QB, see also. List of automobile manufacturers, General Motors Company, Gantera Industries, List of Isuzu engines, Zexel, references. External links, Isuzu Worldwide, Isuzu Corporate Website, Official Isuzu South Africa.